Guys, if you're not going to do a fountain properly, just don't.
Paphos. For ages I thought this was the capital of Cyprus, which is a bit embarrassing really. Turns out it was the capital a long time ago. Today it's a UNESCO World Heritage site, mainly known for its coastline, ancient history and, well, I'm about to find out.
I'm Romiou, and my travel style can be a little intense. I like to see it all, do it all, and experience everything that a place has to offer. So if you're up for a really immersive travel experience, you're in the right place. I mean, I don't need them all to be the Trevi fountain, but that. Might as well get one of those like plastic pumps that you get for your garden. I'm going to go and have a look around the Old Town area of Paphos. Don't think it's particularly big. I've had a look on the drone. I actually struggled to find it on the drone, but I found it. I say struggled to find it. Obviously it's marked on a map, but like anything that looked old. But there's an old church and a few sort of buildings surrounding it just down here. So.
And speaking of old, this is the town hall. It's a nice building, I'll give it that. Except it was built in the 1950s. In a city apparently drowning in ancient Roman history, Town Hall is about the same age as my dad. That's a bit cheeky.
This little park area is nice though. Still very quiet this morning. Oh God, here's another shit fountain. So good they did it twice. Oh God. Oh my God. It's another one. I mean, okay, like the structure and that around it, but look at that tiny little, is that supposed to be a child or a baby or something? But look at these little pathetic things. It's a bit like the shower in my apartment, to be honest. I love these buildings though. Slagging off their fountains, but the buildings are nice.
And this is the grand old town seen from above. Not exactly sprawling, is it? The main hub is Kennedy Square. It gets its name from JFK, who popped over for a visit in 1961. So again, less ancient empire, more Cold War era photo op.
I see these everywhere, ethnographic museums, and I have no idea what an ethnographic museum is. I should probably find out. It's a shame because you've got these beautiful old buildings, and then at some point somebody's been allowed to build that monstrosity. I don't mind that they're not like perfectly preserved, but when you put that next to it, same here, look, horrible modern town. Oh, we've got a beautiful, well-preserved building here. Shame about the rusty AC units. That looks like it looks kind of like a monastery maybe.
This grand building is the Holy Bishopric of Paphos, which is just a fancy way of saying it's the head office for the Orthodox Church around here.
So I was told that Paphos was quite commercial, and I can see that. Lots of shops. There's a massive modern shopping centre next to where I'm staying. But I was surprised. I thought, because it's where the airports are, that the capital of Cyprus, if you'd asked me, I would have said Paphos. But it's not. The capital is Nicosia. That's where I'm going when I leave here. Now that's strange because I came here from the harbour and I could have sworn we didn't really gain any altitude, but I mean not much, but oh, there's the other shipwreck as well. See that from here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that the old part of the town is elevated for defence reasons and all that. There's a lot of this as well. Bits that could be pretty. I don't think that's old. I think that's modern, built to look old.
Time to get out of the town and check out that shipwreck I spotted earlier. This rusting hulk is the MV Dimitrios II. It ran aground back in 2011. Rumour has it that it might not have been an accident. You know, for insurance money. It's become a bit of an accidental landmark. Next up, a bit of beach time at the famous Coral Bay. Now, here's a fun fact to ruin your day. There's basically no coral in Coral Bay. The name comes from the fossilised sea creatures in the sand. Bit of a letdown if you brought your snorkel and were expecting to find Nemo.
I've just been for a swim. I can confirm that the Med is still cold. But yeah, it's a lovely beach. Coral Coral Bay Beach, I think it's called. So yeah, just been hanging out here watching the sunset, as you can see. It's pretty nice. Nice sandy beach. Oh wow, look at that. It's so hazy. And different colours and that. That's nice. This reminds me of La Parade. Not quite as dramatic. Much calmer waves. And not quite as big a cliff, but and the sunset in a slightly different direction. Okay, it's just a bay. There's nothing like La Parade. But it reminds me of it. So this time of year, the sun's up pretty early. I think sunrise is about 6. The sunset's about 5:30. So I've been getting up like super early and getting out early to make the most of the daylight. Doesn't mean that I'm tired at night. So I thought the sun had gone completely, but as I started walking back up the hill from the beach, it's still there.
Time for some proper mythology. This is Petra to Romiou, better known as Aphrodite's Rock.
Behind me is Aphrodite's Rock here in the Aphrodite Hills area. It's pretty nice. It's quite a big rock. Don't know what she did with it. There'll be some sort of myth related to it, I'm sure. It's not that close to where she had a bath, so whatever she was doing on the rock, she had to travel quite far to go for a wash.
The legend is that if you swim around it 3 times, you get eternal youth. I'm not falling for that. I reckon I'll just get very cold and my hairline will keep receding.
Yeah, so the legend is that this is where Aphrodite, the goddess of love, was born. And that's... I mean, historically, can you say historically? In terms of mythology, it's quite an important place. So this is where we've seen where she was born, and I've also seen where she had a bath. Oh dear.
The other main story for this place is that a Byzantine hero chucked these massive rocks at invaders. A bit more heroic than just popping out the sea foam like Aphrodite, I suppose.
These myths, like myths and legends and stuff, are they just made up by the tourism board? But don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful beach. The rocks are cool. You know, I'd come and see it anyway, but yeah. No, this is where Aphrodite did a poo. This is where Aphrodite cut her toenails. Like, come on.
And of course, whenever there's a beach, you'll find these little stone towers. Honestly, the urge to just Jenga, but no, I'm a civilized tourist, mostly. Back towards the main archaeological park now. This is the lighthouse. This one went up in the 1930s to replace the original from 1888, and that's Paphos Castle. Not the most impressive. It's had a bit of a weird career. It's been a fortress, a prison, and for a while, a salt store for the Venetians. Imagine getting locked up in a giant salt shaker.
So I'd have to say that Paphos, the coastline, with the limestone cliffs and some of the beaches, and it's beautiful all around there, but the city itself, it's not particularly pretty. I get that. I don't need it to be like polished. Like, I don't mind buildings where you can see they're deteriorating a bit. It kind of adds to the history and the character and whatnot, but don't know.
So that's Paphos. Stunning coastline, proper history, but a city that, well, is what it is. Am I being too harsh? Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you want to see more content like this, please give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It really helps. Cheers, see you soon.
Aphrodite, if you loved me, you would have put in some steps. Goddess, I love my arse.